New project, chapter 10, logistic regression. Okay, library. Diagram, data source. All right, so universal bank. Okay, select advanced for advisor. All right, so now we have the row and level of all the variables. Okay, zip code is rejected, which is okay. All right, so now personal loan, that's what we want to predict. So we'll make that into target. Okay. Now, some of these variables, all right, so are binary, right? So that one is binary. So if you look at the values, those are 0 or 1. Okay. If you look at explore, you get either 0 or 1. So what SAS does is this has not been an issue previously, but now this could be an issue because we are now in regression analysis. We are trying to provide interpretation for slope coefficients. So here we would like the dummy variables to be set up for the value of 1. Right? You want the dummy variable to be for the value of 1 in the case of binary predictors, but SAS will assign the first value, whatever the first value is. Okay. That would be, well, let me put it this way. So if you have a nominal variable that has a bunch of values, you will define dummy variables for all of them except for the last one. Right? So in the case of 0, 1 variables, you have 0 and 1, the last value is 1, so that would be left out and you will have a dummy variable for 0. Okay. Which technically is not a problem, you get the same answers, but then the coefficients will be slightly different and your interpretation would be a little bit different. So typically what you would want is the dummy variable to be set for the value of 1 and not 0. So if you change this order to descending for all the binary variables, okay, then that would take care of that. Okay. So here we're going to do one more thing. Education is okay, I guess. Education, if you leave out, well, okay, let's do that also. Okay, let me see how I did it. So here it is. Education is also descending. All right. Education is descending. Okay, so. And then here you have online is descending, securities account to be descending. Target is okay. Target, because it is a 0, 1 variable, 1 is what would be considered as the event for the target. So you don't have to worry about that. It's only predictors where, because Target is not going to define dummy variables for target. So dummy variables are only for predictors. Okay. So that's good, and I'm going to change family to interval. So family, so you have a bunch of values for family, so it increases in size, so we'd be okay to have that as an interval variable. Okay. So then we're not going to do any decision processing here, but if you want to set up decision weights, then you have to click yes and then do the decision weights. Okay, that will give you the expected profit as one of the possible criteria for model selection. Okay, so bring that in, and we will do a data partition. So we'll make 60, 40, and 0. Okay. And then a regression node. Okay, regression node. All right. So now we want the main effects. Okay, we're not going to have any polynomial terms. All of those is applicable. You can do all of those if you wish. Okay, so regression type is logistic, so that's good. And we're going to do model selection. If it is none, then all the variables will be included in the model. Okay, I'm going to change that to stepwise. Okay, and that's it. We'll leave everything else the same.